Dynamic risk assessment is a phrase that's often discussed but rarely understood. Organisations who realise the significance of undertaking this type of risk assessment on a consistent basis are often better at managing overall levels of risk. Ultimately, robust and routine dynamic risk assessments are part of a structured, cyclical management system, and if they are routinely undertaken within an organisation, it can significantly improve the quality of the risk assessments that are used by organisations every single day. Dynamic risk assessment can help any organisation achieve high-level strategic improvement through proactive identification of information on unforeseen hazards which can be fed into existing systems to improve overall risk management. Dynamic risk assessment is the practice of observing and identifying potentially unidentified risks in often a new or ever-changing workplace environment on the spot, hence they are sometimes referred to as on-the-spot assessments. Teaching your staff the skills involved in dynamic assessment empowers them to undertake wide-ranging assessments of the risk and to make prompt decisions about managing risk which may fail to be spotted using traditional risk assessment approaches. These decisions may result in the successful elimination of hazards or the implementation of successful control measures to actively manage the newly identified risks then and also there. A dynamic risk assessment is intrinsically different from a general or generic risk assessment. A dynamic risk assessment is not a replacement for the organisation's existing risk assessment system. Dynamic risk assessments should supplement the structured systems that are already in existence by providing additional insight into new or unforeseen hazards and subsequent risks every time your staff visit a new workplace environment or as emergency events unfold. For example, firefighters will routinely use dynamic risk assessment systems to assess ever-changing risk during emergencies. There are some key things to remember when conducting dynamic risk assessments. Firstly, it is important to teach all staff who may be exposed to unforeseen risks to assess in a dynamic way. They must therefore be made aware before they reach any new environment or situation that not all significant risks may have been foreseen, and therefore they must be constantly looking for new hazards that may be significant in the circumstance. They must have an exit strategy before they enter any area or environment that may have the potential to be hazardous, and must be made aware to use human instinct, as if it does not feel right to them, it usually is not right. Providing tools such as category identification lists, hazard spotting sheets and proformas, along with hazard awareness training can really increase staff competence in identifying the nature and the types of hazards that they may face and the extent that these hazards may be significant in terms of the level of risk. The most significant benefit of conducting dynamic risk assessments is spotting uncontrolled or poorly controlled hazards, therefore increasing organisational awareness of previously unidentified levels of risk. This means that people are much less likely to be harmed during non-routine activities, and the organisation has an opportunity to learn valuable lessons from what's identified during these assessments. Organisations can feed this information into their existing health and safety management systems to ensure that they're both continuously improving the systems and the practical management of risk. For more information on managing risk, look at the HSE website www.hse.gov.uk.